Some people believe 6,000 years ago there's a race of aliens called Sumerians and the Anunnaki, and they said they created us for a purpose. Um, the only problem with this, the universe is 15 billion years old. Um, and Earth is about 4 billion years old. So when Earth formed, what were these beings doing, and why would they decide to create us way on 6,000 years? That's a huge gap. You know, I kind of don't buy this. And if deism is true, according to this, our creators are polytheism. Our creators are multiple gods. Multiple gods from the Sumerians and the Anunnaki. And the problem with this is the Bible says there's only one God. The Holy Book says there's only one God. No gods before me, right? So polytheism, this can't be true either. I think the bottom line is, ever since the beginning, ever since people were alive, they tried to figure out how it all was. They made up stuff. I seriously doubt anybody knew. Nobody could have known. If the universe is 14.5 billion years ago, Earth is about 4 billion years old, and humans didn't come about till thousands of years, nobody could have known how it all started. Bottom line, they just made stuff up. That's just the bottom line. Unless aliens at one point came to Earth, but why would they come to Earth? And the problem is with the gods. No matter how many gods you have, they have to have a creator, because we know science, the whole universe, everything is just naturalistic. There's nothing supernaturalistic. The tide goes in and out. It's naturalistic. The Big Bang. It's naturalistic. There's just other naturalistic things we don't know about. And of course, aliens is always going to be plausible because, different worlds, different galaxies, different species out there. That would always make sense. But the gods, they have to have creators. That's supernatural. No matter if the god of religion, no matter if god of deism or polytheism or an Anunnaki god or Sumerian god, because everybody has gods. Egyptian had gods, Chinese had gods, Japanese had gods, Indians had gods. Everybody had gods. Buddhism, Hinduism. Actually, Buddhism don't believe in any gods, and Hinduism don't believe in any gods. But the majority of religions had gods. And the bottom line is, gods, you have the creator. And if the universe was, everything in space was supernatural, then I say, okay, yeah, it's possible it's supernatural. But everything is not. Everything is natural. Everything. We know why stars explode. We know why we have gravity bursts. We know why there's supernova. The stars has a process. And the cool thing is, they're going to get more advanced power telescope. So it's going to be able to see way, way farther than anything we've ever imagined. And it's going to show, and it's going to be like 24/7 forever. And if a star explodes, or which stars do explode, randomly, like ever so often, you actually see the process. of the star exploding. And when you see the process, you'll see there's no supernatural agent doing it. It does it through all processes. There's no hand of God doing this. So with this Anunnaki, Sumerian, these ancient gods created us, I don't buy it. It's just a legend. It's just bottom line. People, nobody know how it all started because it's past thousands of years ago. I mean, we're talking past the holy books. Because all that time frame, there was other humans, hundreds of thousands of years ago, before, the Bible, before holy books, and millions of years ago. There's actually evidence of humans millions of years ago. So what the hell happened to them? Doesn't make any sense. Why would these alien gods decide to just create us 6,000 years ago? But there's evidence of humans millions of years ago. So doesn't add up. The bottom line is everybody wants the answer. Everybody feels good. Oh, this is how it happened. Some people are scared of the unknown. They don't want to know. They want to know what happened. It's like somebody has to have an answer. I want an answer. I want an answer. And then, when they have the answer, they feel good. Oh, God did it. Oh, okay. It all makes sense now. But that's not the way it works. The answer is we don't have an answer yet. But we're getting much closer than ever. And I think the organic molecules from this comet is huge. It's going to point whether it's our origins or alien origins. It's one or the other. And this is huge. So we'll finally find more answers in it. But I just don't think it's just because this conflicts with, because it actually all started with polygods, multiple gods. And then the Holy Book says one God, monotheism. So it just throws everything out of whack. It doesn't make any sense. Whether a deist God or theist God, doesn't make any sense. The time frame is way too long. Without interference, and so the bottom line is you have to stick with science. That's the best, always be the best answer because that's the best real answer. It's interesting, because think about it. Back then, what the else they're gonna do? It says have a family, make babies, and try to figure out where the hell they came from, and how the sky get there, how the stars. They had to make up shit. They had to. And the people that just made up the stuff without a religion, without enforcing and enslaving the masses with all these negative stuff, slavery and bogus laws, and they just had their thing. So like these Anunnaki Sumerians, had like nothing to do with the Jesus, because this is something totally different. This is like a multiple gods. They say Anunnaki Sumerians story is multiple gods created us. The holy books, one God created us. See the problem? Who do you trust? And the Sumerian is older than the Bible. So this means the Bible can't be true. And the Sumerian can't be true because we had humans already living in million years, way past thousands of years. The very fossils of humans it's actually very old. So this can't be true. It's Bottom line is nobody knows. But I think with these organic molecules, it's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge answer. It's going to point to either two things: our human origin or alien origin. And so one or the other, we're getting more piece of the puzzle. The puzzles is going to come all into play. They said they already found out life also originated on Saturn. So we got Mars and Saturn. So this proves panspermia is true. Life originated on multiple places. They said, so we got Jupiter, we got Mars, and we got Saturn. We're getting closer and closer. And I think in our lifetime we might be able to solve it all. I mean, we're getting a lot closer than ever. So I wouldn't be surprised if we solve it all in my lifetime. The technology is getting so advanced. The science is getting so advanced. We found forces stronger than gravity already. So yeah. But it's interesting. It's interesting. Just take it as mythology. It's interesting. People had a wild imagination back then. So, it's interesting stuff. Egyptian, Sumerian, Anunnaki. It's interesting how people, thought how it started. But don't take it as fact. The only fact will be the science. That's all there is to it. And with these organic molecules, we found out the data. It's going to change the game. So just stay tuned. But I love history, so it's interesting. Peace.